your girl Kai, also known as De.Xieties, and I am back at y'all with another Reddit readings video. If you don't know, if you're new to this channel, welcome. Here we like to read Reddit stories. I think it's fun. I like to put my little 2 cents into the world, and I'm kind of a funny guy. I'm just a funny little guy, you know. Before we start this video, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, leave a like, and leave me a comment. Leave me some cheeky, put this emoji in there in the comments. And yeah, thank you for the support and the engagement. We are going to start off this video with our daily Bible verse. Today's verse of the day is Galatians 5 verse 14, and it reads, "For the entire law is fulfilled in keeping this one command, love your neighbor as yourself." And this kind of goes along with the verse that I read last week. As children in Christ, we are called to love and accept one another, and for the entire law is fulfilled in keeping this one command. So just loving one another, loving everyone the way that you would love yourself, the way that you love your own self, is so precious to God. And it fills him with so much joy. So yeah, I just think that's really sweet. Okay. Go on somewhere. He keeps showing his little butt in the camera. Today we're going to be reading from the Best of Redditor Updates. I usually like to read from the subreddit, but I've strayed in my last videos, but now we're coming back. And we're coming back with the what? The who? The what? The handy dandy. The handy dandy. Ooh. So the first story is, my male 31 best friend, male 33, is broke, and I've been offering him a job in the restaurant I work for months, and today he confessed he doesn't want to be a server because it's low and people lose respect for him. I'm deeply offended. This post is concluded. Trigger warning for entitlement and classism. So the original post came on November 23rd, 2018. This happened just before. My friend is broke. He hasn't worked in over a year. He's running out of savings and has even asked his parents to support him. I asked him many times why doesn't he try to get a job that's not in his field. He's got a computer science degree but has never worked in the field a single day in his life since graduating. He's turned down lots of jobs because of reasons. They don't pay him enough, they won't give him a higher up position right off the bat, etc. I'm well aware he's deluded in that sense, but he has many other good qualities. That's why I love the guy. So since graduating, the only job he's done is share marketing, something like online investing in Forex. He said he made about $20 a day and that it was enough for him. What? $20? Let's keep reading. He's single, lives in a shared house, and doesn't spend much. Whatever makes him happy, right? Well, $20 a day. Hold on, let's do some calculations. $20 a day, 7 days in a week, $140 a week times 4 weeks. So he's making like $560 a month. $6,720 a year, and that's enough for you. Oh my gosh, I just know you so spoiled. I just know you are. The thing is, he's totally broke. I don't think he's really even making $20 a day on the shares because he's running out of money. He's stressed out and won't stop complaining about money problems. This is confusing for me, and I think it comes down to his pride not allowing him to get a job that's not fit for his ego. Now, I work as a server in a very nice restaurant and have offered him a job as a server many, many times. I have a great relationship with my boss, and after telling him my friend's situation, he didn't hesitate to say he wanted to help and would like to offer him a full-time job. My friend has been turning it down for months, not really giving much of an explanation. Today he called me saying his parents have cut him off and asked to borrow money from me. I said that as a personal rule, I do not lend money to anyone, but he was welcome to start working tomorrow with me. He's again turned down the offer, and I got a bit frustrated because I'm offering him a solution to his money problem, but he won't accept it. So we got into a bit of a banter, and he finally confessed that he thinks being a server is low and doesn't get you people's respect. I told him respect is earned by getting off your behind and doing whatever you have to do to make ends meet. I asked him if he thinks I'm low, and he backpedaled, saying he didn't mean I in particular was low, but the job itself. Then he straight out told me nobody can respect me working as a waiter in my 30s. Wow. To be honest, I'm pretty upset. He thinks I am low for working as a server. I got a degree too, but I couldn't find a job in my field, so I had to take the first job I could. I'm not some prissy prig thinking I'm too good to serve others. I take pride in being a waiter and doing a good job. I'm so hurt by his comments. Why is he my friend if he thinks I'm low? I didn't want to say something nasty or get into an argument with him, so I only told him he was being very offensive and I felt like he needed time to think about what he just said to me. He replied saying there was nothing to think about and then gave me a list of low jobs like street sweeper, cleaner, etc. Said it's the fact that those are low, not respected jobs. I asked him to apologize before this snowballed into a full blown argument, and he stood by what he said. I don't want to overreact, but I don't know if we can keep being friends after this. I don't know what to do. I don't want to badmouth him, but he should examine his life and learn empathy. I am a very easygoing and forgiving person, but what he said hurt me and was idiotic. The man refuses to work, calling me low. I don't know what to do. Stop being his friend. Stop being his friend. I genuinely believe that if we are friends with people that we are not equally yoked with in any sense, um, if your mentalities don't align to the point where you're literally having, like, you guys are having arguments about what jobs are considered low, and honestly, you should never argue with a broke person, ever, okay? You should never be arguing with a broke person because they don't even have the money to back up what they're saying. Now, I will say the man did stand on business, and I respect that, okay? I can respect the man that stand on business. I can't respect a broke man, okay? I can't respect a broke man that don't want to do anything to not be broke. That's just ridiculous to me. But you are a really good friend for trying to get him, like, you're trying to help your friend out in a situation. You're being a good friend. You're doing the best that you can without giving him the money because, teach a man how to fish and all that crap. But if he doesn't want to take it and he just expects you to give him money, cut him off like his parents did. Cut it out, okay? Top comment is honestly be happy he didn't take the job because with that attitude he wouldn't have lasted long and tarnished your rep with it. And then they quoted, I don't want to overreact, but I don't know if we can keep being friends after this. And they said, honestly, don't keep him as a friend. Doesn't seem that you get much out of the friendship anyway. Someone else commented, funny, pompous behind is too good to work as a waiter, but isn't above asking to borrow money from a waiter because he's too pathetic to go earn a living to take care of himself. I fear you eight. I fear you eight with this, with this comment. I fear you eight. Okay? Clock the T. It's easy. Take the job off the table because it's not appreciated or respected by him, and it will only end bad for you and your generous boss. Don't lend your friend anything and let him figure out his problems on his own. Simple life's lessons coming. He needs to learn. Because how old is he? He's 33 years old. He's 33 years old. Yeah. With a degree. He's 33 years old with a degree. Now, I will say, in this economy, having a degree doesn't really necessarily mean that you're going to get a job straight out of the bat, which is why I joined the military, because I was guaranteed a job. But the way that the world is set up nowadays, like, going to college doesn't even, like, it's so weird how it works. It's like going to college and getting the qualifications that you need to work a job doesn't even qualify you to work a job. As what, these just foolishness, ridiculousness. Anyway, let us go on with the update. I made this post yesterday asking for advice on how to handle the situation with my friend. Basically, he's very broke and his parents have cut him off. I've been offering I've been offering him a job in the restaurant I work in for months and he's always turned it down. His situation got so bad he came to me yesterday asking to borrow money. I don't let money to anyone as a rule, but I told him there'll always be a plate of food for him in my house and he was welcome to accept the job offer and start working with me the very next day. Well, long story short, we had a bit of an argument, if you can call it that, and he finally confessed he thinks being a server is low and won't earn him people's respect. In an interesting turn of events, he called me today and said he thought it through and had decided he's willing to accept the job only with one condition, as if he was the one doing me the favor. That he'd be made manager right off the bat and he should move in with me so I can drive him to work because the bus from his house to my workplace takes 35 minutes and that's over an hour of commuting a day. Then he suggested I move my youngest daughter into my elder daughter's room. You got kids? I'm sorry, I don't know why that threw me off so bad. Into my eldest daughter room so that's an empty bedroom in my room for or my dang elder daughter's room so that's an empty bedroom for him in my house. So he's obviously given this some thought. This dude is so calculated, crazy. I was dumbfounded. The sense of entitlement and the level of pride you have to make those demands is astonishing. I know he's never had a proper job, but he's not stupid. He has to know you can't be made manager if you don't even know the names of dishes or how to serve a coffee. It's all about his pride. He's got an ego bigger than I thought. He can't be humbled enough to accept a waiter job and work things out from there. He needs to be made manager so that it won't hurt his pride as much. To be honest, I was so out of words, I said I don't want to talk and hanged up. I can't explain how off putting that conversation was. I feel repelled by him. I feel disgusted. Did I say that right? Repelled? 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 Y'all let me know. By him, I feel disgusted as if something has changed inside me. I can't have a person like him in my life. What makes a person refuse all help just out of sheer pride? My wife say I've been patient and kind enough to bring him to him throughout the years and should let him figure out things on his own. He really is broke. Before his parents cut him off, they were covering his rent slash bills, and he barely survived on the $20 a day he claimed to be making investing in Forex. I know he's barely eats and can't even afford a new pair of shoes and some other stuff. I know he's got no money. But then why won't he just accept the job? He's not shy, has no mental issues, has no problems dealing with people. He refused many other jobs in the past, even jobs related to his degree, computer science. He's got the wrong idea that he should be given the higher up position right from the start because he's him, and that's what he deserves. That's the reason why he hasn't worked a single day since graduating, like a decade ago. Anyway, I've got to go do some deep thinking and Anyways, I've got to go do some deep thinking and reevaluate this friendship because I don't like the person he's becoming. His dad is a bus driver and his mother is a retired teacher. They're lovely, humble, down to earth people. I think they've done the right thing cutting him off. I know they're both struggling financially, so it's not fair for their son to leech off of them. His mother even had to go back to work doing some tutoring in order to make some extra money to be able to support my friend. I'd be so ashamed if I made my 70-year-old mother go back to work just so I can be sitting at home dreaming of landing the perfect job while actively doing nothing to get one. Anyway, I'm rambling. I'm sorry, I'm just so mad. My wife says it's time to cut the cord and distance ourselves from him. I think she might be right. As a man, not just a man, as a 33-year-old man who is college educated, you're telling me that you had your 70-year-old mother rejoin the workforce? Are you out of your mind? Are you stupid or dumb or both? You got to be both. Because there's no way. There's no way. Like, your pride is so skewed. Like, you should be ashamed of yourself. You should be absolutely ashamed of yourself as a man, as a 33-year-old man. with a college degree, you should absolutely be ashamed of yourself. Absolutely be ashamed of yourself. Especially like I was under the impression from the beginning that he came from money, but with his dad being a bus driver, his mother being a retired teacher, these are like servants of the people, like what are public servants, right? Let me. I'm pretty sure that's what they're teachers and bus drivers, public servants. Yes, I believe so. But it's just like these are people who serve other. Your mother's teaching the next generation of people, rising them up, making sure that they're educated enough to she's raising doctors. Like what? I'm done with that. I truly cannot believe the level of entitlement, the level of delusion. Like, it's absolutely insane. So, forget about it. We're going to move on to the next story. So, our next story is going to be: Am I the a hole for being uncomfortable with my fiance, 21 female, going on a trip with her 29 male best friend? Trigger warning is probable infidelity. So let's get into the story, y'all. Let me get centered. Ugh. Let's go ahead and get into the story, y'all. Original post was posted on January 3rd, 2025. My fiance, 21 male, who I'm marrying in 3 months, is currently on a trip with her best friend, male 29. I am stuck alone at home just thinking nonstop about it. To preface, we have been in a bit of a rough patch over the holidays. During Thanksgiving, I looked over my fiance's shoulder to see that she was texting her guy best friend about our sex life. When I brought it up, it was in a half joking manner, but it got across that I was uncomfortable with it. She shut down on me. I felt pretty abandoned in that moment, as she instantly went to that guy best friend to talk about it, as I once again saw her texting from over her shoulder. Starting off with, apparently, OP is peed off about us talking about sex. About 20 minutes of laying in bed, not talking to each other, we talked it over and she said she wouldn't do it again. Now that she knew I was uncomfortable with it. Come on, like she knew you was uncomfortable with it and she was still talking to him about it. Like what? Apparently. You know he is. What's the apparently for? He's mad, he's upset about it. Like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm being disrespectful to my fiance. Like we shouldn't, y'all should not be talking about sex. Like that's ugh, brother, ugh. In September, she had discussed going on a trip to Vegas as a couple's trip with her, me, her guy best friend, and his girlfriend, female 28. I was fine with this and was excited to go. I took the appropriate days off work and was looking forward to it. Later on, she said that the plane ticket prices were up more than she could afford. She works in aviation, so she's more knowledgeable about this kind of stuff than I am, and the trip would be just her and her guy friend. This was before the incident on Thanksgiving, so I saw no issue. Fast forward to this past week, I had told her that just her and him going on the trip would make me uncomfortable. She said she wouldn't go if I was uncomfortable with it, but they had gotten a room with two separate beds and had set ground rules. I didn't want to be controlling, so I said that they should still go on the trip because I didn't want my insecurity to ruin their good time. Now that they just got there today, the reality of the situation set in for me. I told my family about it because they could tell I was upset, and they all said that they wouldn't be comfortable if they were in my situation. I know that them going on the trip was partially my doing, given I gave the okay. I just feel like telling her that she can't do it again when she gets back, because I know if the shoe was on the other foot and I went on a trip alone with a female, she would be super upset. Not sure what to do as I'm reconsidering postponing the wedding because of this. My family has told me to make a Reddit post to get some insight, so here I am. Thanks for reading. Not the a-hole. Not the a-hole. Not the a-hole at all. Not the a-hole at all, my dear. Um, are you familiar with the 304? This is incredibly strange. Um, I don't know any person that would be comfortable with their partner having a best friend of the opposite sex and they were so open and so flippant about talking about intimate matters. Like, it's not giving. It's not cute. It's not cute at all. Mm, mm, mm. I don't like that at all. One comment said, not the a-hole, you should not be marrying anyone who would plan a couples trip, then cut out the significant others so that they can go alone together to Vegas. A woman who loves her fiance would not do that to him. She has an inappropriate relationship with this guy. She has no business talking about him to to him about your sex life. She sounds immature and definitely not ready for marriage. Original OP said we had a couples counseling appointment on Thursday, and I said I couldn't trust her, and I have been making myself responsible for her feelings, and I won't tolerate guilt tripping or other manipulative tactics for my partner to get what they want. We are taking a 3-month break, and if we do get back together, we will be starting from scratch. I'm taking this time to reflect upon what I value in a partner, as well as taking time to get back in touch with who I am. Thanks for all the support and insight. It really helped me through this difficult time. Someone asked OP, "Are you okay?" Which, yes, we the people, we the De.Xieties, we would all like to know, are you okay? He says, I'm doing a lot better, still definitely in the grieving process, but I also feel like I have been grieving this relationship for a long time. I've come to realize that even if they didn't physically cheat, which I highly doubt, at a bare minimum, I was emotionally cheated on. Your partner should be your person, and you should be comfortable to share anything with them. I wasn't because I know she has no concept of boundaries and she would blab about her relationship to her friends, one of them being the guy she went on the trip with. It's not that this friend was a guy that upset me, but the fact that she felt like he should have intimate details of our relationship. She considered cutting them off during Thanksgiving because of her assumptions that they had all blocked her because she was spamming them with texts and they wouldn't respond. All in all, I am trying to pick up the pieces and learn to live for myself again, as well as trying to shed myself of people pleasing survival tactics. Loneliness sucks, but is way better than staying in a relationship out of a fear of being alone, especially if you are being mistreated. And amen to that, OP. You do not deserve anyone to treat you like trash, anyone to treat you like garbage. Run for the hills. Um, and honestly, I'm just very proud because I know that it's not easy to end a relationship, especially if it's gotten to the point like you guys are so serious. Like, this was your fiance. This wasn't just like a girlfriend. This was your fiance. This is the person that you were planning to marry, planning to spend the rest of your life with, only to find out that they're not trustworthy. Or not to find out, but to come to the realization that they're not trustworthy. Um, I just know that's really tough, but I do commend you on choosing yourself. Um, I think that's really special. So for the update, it comes on February 11th, 2025. OP says, I've had a lot of comments asking for an update in the replies of my last post, and it has been long enough to where I feel my grieving process is essentially over. That and something happened recently that opened my eyes. Too long didn't read for last post. My ex-fiance, female 22, went on a trip with one of her male friends who was almost 30 and left me at home. I'd like to start off by saying I appreciate every comment I got on the last post. I really appreciate the insight and it helped me realize that I was in a toxic relationship. I didn't feel like I could tell her my real feelings out of fear it would upset her. When I would upset her, she would often melt down completely and throw a pity party. These guilt trips would influence me to do things for her to make her happy. I definitely had a role in that, and it goes back to how I was treated as a child and how I developed people pleasing behaviors as a coping mechanism. But there was a lot in that relationship that I shouldn't have been putting up with her with in the first place. She would get weird if I had any female friends, or even if I was just hanging out with my best friend and his girlfriend, which is ironic given the circumstances. Looking back, there were very obvious signs that she didn't actually care about me anymore. She would constantly show me TikToks opposed to actually spending quality time with me. And when she wasn't showing me TikTok, she was texting the other guy while in bed with me. You know, that's a very common thing that people that cheat do in relationships. They will they assume that you're thinking the same way, that you also have that cheater mentality, that Jezebel spirit in you. They assume that you also have that, And so they get jealous and it doesn't sit right in their spirit. And so they want to try and keep you from doing the things that they are doing. It's literally projection, love. It's literally projection. Like, she texted and called me a day before my birthday and told me, amongst other things, that we shouldn't get back together. We weren't going to anyways, and that the guy she went on the trip with and his girlfriend had broken up. I didn't really care about all this, and it just made me angry. I was upset that even after a month of not speaking, she has the audacity to not consider my feelings as a priority whatsoever. She never apologized to me, not even once. I made my feelings to her known. She, of course, got defensive, saying she didn't like my passive aggression, and that her. Do not blame this on autism, baby girl. You're just a bad person, and that her autism made her not understand social cues. All in all, this confirmed to me that I had made the right decision, and she had asked me to take down the original post as I had told her about its existence in a moment of anger. The post is still up. Wahaha. I would like to say to anyone in a toxic relationship, you are worth more than what they are giving you. You're worth more than the bare minimum consideration. You deserve to be surrounded with people that make you happy and encourage you to grow as a person, not someone that drains your energy and only seems to take. You aren't responsible for how anyone else feels. I love you and I'm ready to start this new chapter of my life. Um, Other people said the same thing about the her autism did what? Girl, please do not blame this on the mental illness, love. The mental illness can do a lot of things, but the mental illness did not make you a bad person. No, 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 no. Congratulations, OP, for leaving a toxic situation. We are all very proud of you. We all love you. We are all excited for you to start this new chapter in your life. 2025 is your year, baby. Yeah. Um, and I really hope you take this time to find yourself. I don't know how long you guys were in a relationship, but yeah, I really hope you take this time to find yourself. Date when you are ready. If you decide that you want to date again, do it at your speed, at your pace. Don't care about what anyone else says. So, yeah, very proud of you, OP. Let us go on to the next story. Hey guys, sorry for the change in audio. My air conditioning came on. I'm sorry. So this is going to be the last story. It is I, 23 male, am madly in love with my best friend, 23 female. It looks like the original post. Oh my gosh, the original post was in 2015, July 31st, 2015. Throw away because my friends know my real account. So I've been best friends with this girl, Amanda, for my entire life. We were neighbors and our moms were very close. We both been through the same struggles, single mom, bullying throughout school. She is my closest friend and she means the world to me. When we were both 20, our moms kicked us out of the house. I guess they thought we should grow up, whatever they meant by that. We ended up finding a place to live together and have been living together for 3 years now. We graduated college last year and now have decent paying jobs. I've always had a crush on her but never acted upon it in fear of ruining our friendship. I've had a couple of girlfriends but never really saw a future with any of them. I guess I was just with them to say that I was in a relationship. She, on the other hand, had just gotten out of a relationship. She was with him for 4 years. He cheated on her and left her for some other girl I don't know. We've both been single for 10 months. I really want to tell her I love her, but I'm also scared as ish that she doesn't reciprocate the same feelings. Our friendship will be ruined. Remember, we live together, so it would just add to the awkwardness. What should I do? Um, well, I feel bad because I already know the mood spoiler, and I wish I didn't look at it. Well, honestly, you should tell her we live in delusion over here, baby. We love the Lululand over here. Yes, yes, I love the Delulu. But it doesn't even seem like it's delusional. This is based in reality. I love this so much. Oh, this is so cute. You guys might be a little trauma bonded, just a little bit, but like, who cares? Who cares? Trauma bond, true love, whatever. Who cares? One comment said, "Tell her you're not being a good friend by carrying a torch for her. Maybe she feels the same. Maybe she doesn't. But you don't want to. be her friend. You want to be her lover. And until you get a yes or no, you can't move on with your own life. It may mean that you'll need to move out, but that'll happen anyway at some point. Embrace your inner Shia and just do it! Just do it! Oh my gosh, Shia LaBeouf. This post is really old. Like, 2015 was 10 years ago. Oh, what a simpler time. The update is oh my gosh! The update on my 14th birthday. Ah! August 3rd, 2015. Period. So after reading through the comments and doing some thinking by myself, I decided to tell her. I told her about this yesterday morning. Amanda was sitting in the living room watching TV and I sat right beside her. I turned off the TV and said, "We need to talk." I started talking nonsense for a couple minutes straight and she asked me what the heck I was talking about. Finally, I got right straight to it. I straight up told her I was in love with her. I went on about how much I loved her and how much I knew her better than anyone else. At this point, I started crying. Maybe it was the fact that I have been pouring my heart out to her, but it happened. After I finished talking, she sat there in silence for dang near a minute. I immediately thought the worst. She didn't love me back. Out of nowhere, she says, "Fudge, I've been waiting for you to tell me this." This seriously caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting this at all. Apparently, she felt the same way I felt about her. She says she always liked me as a friend, but living together made her like me more than just a friend. I told her that we should give this a shot since we both feel the same way. She agreed, and now we're officially a couple. To submit that, she took my hand and led me to the bedroom. What happened next was the loudest, greatest, most passionate leapfrog session I've ever had. Oh my gosh, the top comment from this post says, "This was from 2015. I hope they're still happy together and boinking." I'm upvoting that. That's hilarious. But yeah, that's so sweet. Aww. Um, I love that. I have no notes. I have no notes. I'm glad that he went for it. I don't even care if this is fake or not. Like, it sounds a little bit fake, but even if it is, like, it's cute. I don't care. All right. So to end out this video, we are going to be going to our wholesome palate cleanser. You know, I like to shimmy my way on over to the wholesome stories because usually these stories make me kind of upset. But I think the last one was pretty cute. The last one was pretty cute, but I would like to move on to my hand picked palate cleanser. It is titled My Second Family. I never really had the best family, but my best friend and I are like sisters. Her mom treats me like the second child, and her dad is my G. What? That's crazy. Even her cat likes me, and he doesn't like anyone. This is a black person, ain't it? I know this is a black person. This is a black person, ain't it? This is a black person, ain't it? Because you said aunties. Yeah, you a black. I met all her aunties and uncles, and they invite me to the Christmas dinners. I'm so grateful for each and every one of them and how they always go to so much effort to include me. Recently, her cousin, who I met a couple times, invited my best friend and her family to the beach, and her cousin said she should bring me. I was a bit nervous at first because her cousin had 8 kids. I've only ever met the oldest one, and I knew they were all coming. I'm not too good with kids. It's not that I don't like them, I just don't know how to play with them. Let's just say it was one of the best days I've ever had. We played and laughed until our stomachs hurt. They're the sweetest bunch of kids, all so unique and kind and caring, and they have so much love to give. We played in the sand, played tag on the playground, and I pushed them on the swings. They included me in all their games, and by the end of it, I felt so close to them. I didn't feel awkward or out of place. I felt like just one of them. I was so It was so sad saying goodbye, but I got a big hug from all of them. My best friend just texted me today saying her cousin is having a pool party with all the kids and wanted me to join. I sat in my bed and sobbed because they'll never know how much this means, and those kids have done more for me than they'll ever know. Oh, that is so cute. Oh, that's so cute. That is so, I love that. I love that so much. Like sometimes it's really the connections that you make outside of your family are just so pivotal to who you become as a person um growing up. And I'm so thankful, I'm so grateful that God brought this person into your life, brought this family into your life, brought a village into your life that you could have these experiences with. That's just amazing. That's just amazing. I love that so much. Those are those are all the stories that I have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed them. If you did, I'm once again asking for your support. I'm asking again for your donation. Just leave a little comment, leave a little like, hit that subscribe button, give her a little tickle under the chin where she likes it. Nah, I'm just, let me stop. But, yeah, no, leave a something, please. Oh my gosh, please engage with this somehow, please, Lord, please, please, I'm begging you, please. But yeah, I hope everyone that sees this, I hope that you guys are all having a great day. I pray that God blesses each and every one of you, that He touches you, um, and just blesses your day, blesses whatever you have going on right now. Um, I pray for the health and well-being of everyone that comes across this video, and I love you all. So have a good one, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.